Alright guys, and for the V-stitch, you start with the chain of multiple 3. So for this tutorial, I made 30 foundation chains. And now let's start with the V-stitch. V-stitch is pretty simple because it's out of the double crochet and chain spaces. So now let's start to do the first row. So how to do it? We have to do yarn over and insert the hook into the 4th chain from the hook. So the loop what's on your hook, it doesn't count as a first chain, but whatever is below. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. It's right here. And also it's optional. Some crocheters, they just insert the hook right into that V shape. I rather do it in the bump behind. So when you can see the V shape, I mean the foundation chain and the V shapes right on top, and when you turn it you can see the bumps. So basically one bump is one chain. So I love to actually insert the hook right there because then it makes a nice bottom. It's just a detail, so there's no worry if you don't want to do it this way. It's absolutely okay. So again, into the 4th chain. So how you do it, you insert the hook into the chain, yarn over, pull up the loop. You have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull up the loop through the first 2 loops, and yarn over, pull up the loop through the other loops. So now what we just did is that those 2 chains, because we skipped 3 chains, 1 chain is the skip chain, and those 2 counts as a first double crochet. So even if you feel like it, you feel free to use stitch marker and put it on the top of the 2nd or the 3rd chain. So then we know that once we are going back of the 2nd row, then we know that we have to make our last double crochet right here. So now we know. And now we do, because V-stitch is out of double crochet and chain spaces, so now we do chain 1 and make our double crochet into the same stitch as we just made a double crochet. So far it looks like this, and you can see that V shape already, and then there's a chain between. Now what you do, you will do again the V shape, but you will skip first those 2 chains, the next 2 chains, and insert the hook into the 3rd one from the last stitch that you made. So you do yarn over, insert the hook into the 3rd chain from the last one, and again make your V-stitch. So we do double crochet, chain 1, and double crochet all in one space. So now you can see how it's kind of turning out the shape. And again, you do double crochet, you skip those 2 chains and insert the hook into the 3rd one. This is where you make your V-stitch. So you do double crochet, chain 1, and double crochet all in one space. And then you again do right away double crochet into the 3rd chain from the last stitch. So this is what you repeat until the end of the row. Once I'm at the end, I'll show you what should be correct, but basically at the end you should have 2 chains left. So I'll be right back once I'm right here. So now I just created my last V-stitch for the first row, and now you can see that I have my 2 chains left. So what I'm gonna do, I will just put my right away last double crochet. We skip that chain 1 and we make our last double crochet into the last chain. So this is how you always end the row with the V-stitch, and you should always have last 2 stitches left at the end. So now let's start with the 2nd row. So once you're at the end, you will make chain 2 and then turn the project as a book page, and those 2 chains again count as a first double crochet for the row. So feel free to use another stitch marker if you're not sure that you would miss it at the end. You can just insert it there. Right at the top of the 2nd chain, And now let's continue with the second row. So you did your chain 2, and now you will make your V-stitch into that chain 1 space. So into that V-stitch, you will make your another V-stitch. So now we do yarn over. My chain space is right here into that V shape. So we just insert the hook into the chain space and make your V-stitch. So you do double crochet, chain 1, and double crochet into the same space. Now you will start right away again the second V-stitch into that into the second V-stitch of the previous row. So again, you will insert the hook into that V-shaped space and make another V-stitch. So it's pretty simple, this pattern. But only thing what I'm actually struggle with sometimes is to make chain between the V-stitches. So sometimes you can make like a mistake just because of that. But otherwise, you just continue this for the entire pattern. So let me just again be back right at the end of the second row. So I will just, I will just show you that you should have still the 2 stitches left. And then that's basically everything. So let me just make also more rows so you can see how it actually looks. And that's basically everything for the V-stitch. Alright, so now I'm at the end, so you can see that I just made my last V-stitch right here, and you have those 2 stitches left. I'm glad that I have that stitch marker here, so then I know that I have to make my last double crochet into that top second chain. So let me just do it. So let's make our last double crochet stitch of the second row. So this is how it looks so far. So now let me make like a few more rows so you can see it more clearly. Alright guys, so I just made a few more rows, so now you can see how it looks and how the texture is. I absolutely love this stitch. It's actually quite easy, works up fast, and also I would say that it's the best for any summer tops or anything like airy. So that's everything for the V-stitch today. Thank you so much for watching. Feel free to subscribe. Also feel free to leave any comment with the feedback. And yeah, that's everything for today. Thank you so much and happy crocheting.